So I'm making a short video series about my book, Guerrilla Publishing, and the first thing I want to talk about is revolutionary book marketing strategies. So people, the main thing that is different about how I market books is that I don't recommend marketing your books. Most authors consider marketing as going out and promoting your book to strangers. That's something I don't recommend. I don't like Twitter blasts or Facebook blasts. Advertising is different because if you do it on the right platforms, they're already looking for a book. So if your book shows up with advertising, that's okay. But advertising on places where they're not looking for a book may not be very successful because you're trying to derail them. So basically, when I talk about revolutionary book marketing strategies, there are things that get a lot of visibility and exposure. They're definitely things that help sell more books, but they're very different than what most other people talk about when they talk about book marketing. So other people will talk about getting press releases. They'll talk about getting features on bigger blogs, possibly getting reviews, which is something we'll talk about later. But mainly, the problem with book marketing is that you're trying to leverage somebody else's platform to reach your readers. That's dangerous because you always have to be paying other people to promote your books on their platforms because they have a platform, or you'll always be asking for favors, or you'll always be just remarketing the same things to the same platform. Like maybe you've built a big list, maybe you have an audience, but you just keep hitting them with, calls to action, which means you keep asking them to buy your book, but your readership, your following, your fans, they probably already bought that book. So just asking them to buy the book or asking them to share the book, that's going to get kind of annoying, and you don't really want to do it. You want to be reaching new people who are strangers who haven't read your books yet. So what I like to do, which I don't really consider book marketing, but there's not a great term for it, is building content that attracts readers to you so that you get found easily. I like tweaking my Amazon and my book description a lot so that when people are searching for books, my book shows up. I do a lot of cross promotions, or a really easy hack, like if people are searching for best young adult mermaid fiction books, I will have a lot of blog posts on my blogs that are about the best young adult mermaid fiction books. That'll be like the title. And it'll be something like 25 amazing mermaid fantasy books that you want to read in 2017. So something very specific. So when people are searching for my type of books, my content comes up. It's not just about my book. I'll actually find other young adult books, because not only is that a better piece of content that more people will share, but also because I'm featuring other authors, they'll share my content, and they'll share it with their platforms. It'll be easier to attract links if you're doing big content like that. And then also, most of the stuff I do, like it wouldn't necessarily work if you just started a new blog from scratch, because if you're ranking against or you're competing against other blogs that are more established, it's harder for you to show up in Google. So I spend a lot of time and energy getting domains or buying expired domains that already have a lot of history, that have a really high site authority, which just means a lot of links are already going back to it, so that when I post my content on those sites, it's more likely to show up faster in Google. If your content shows up high in Google, you can also use keyword anchor links and point them back to your Amazon page, because your Amazon page is also, it's a website. So when people are searching Google for certain keywords, a book could come up, an Amazon book could come up. It could be your book if you've done your keywords right. A lot of those things, they're kind of weird. People don't consider them book marketing, and they really want to hire someone else to just do their book marketing for them because they want to be writing, they don't want to be marketing. However, the idea that book marketing is something that takes constant effort and that you need to keep doing all the time, that's a fallacy based on the wrong approach to book marketing. So if you are avoiding book marketing because that's what you think book marketing is, you don't need to keep doing book marketing or hire someone else. You need to change your understanding of how to reach readers and how to build content that gets more traffic. Because really, it takes time to learn this stuff. It takes time to set everything up. But I don't market my books very hard. I've barely spent any time marketing my latest book. It's doing really well. It's sticking under 4,000 on Amazon, which is a very good result. I will start to do a little more marketing, which includes some advertising or some ad stacking later to see if I can boost that up. But the main thing is you want your resting rate, which means when you're not doing any marketing or promotion, you want your book to stick at a certain place, ideally above 10,000 in the Kindle store. That would be a really successful result, I think. It'd be great, and you'd earn a ton of money if you could get it to stick under 500 or something. But generally, that takes a lot of advertising, which can be worth it. I would easily spend $100 a day if I could get my book to stick in the top 100, because I would make a couple $1,000 a day. And that's something I will probably do in the future. I'm kind of experimenting with ads right now. Anyway, that's kind of my breakdown of what I think book marketing is and why most people have the wrong understanding of book marketing. I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of these other benefits down here in the next few videos. Thanks.